After the death of High Lord Alexandros Mograine, Knights of the Silver Hand split up between the Argent Dawn and the Scarlet Crusade for ideological reasons. The Scarlet Crusade was founded by the group of high-ranking officers such as Izillion, the Abendices, father and daughter, Renaud Mograine, Talon Fordring, and Saidan Dathrohan. Talon Fordring, one of Izillion's protégés, adored his tutor and his general. He offered Hearthglen, his family's keep and land, untouched by the undead, for their base of operations. The Crusade gained members whose lives had been ruined by the Scourge. The Crusade has but one concern: eradication of all that had destroyed Lord Eron.
I am Renaud Mograine, the oldest son of High Lord Alexandros Mograine. I am the recently elected Grand Master of the Scarlet Crusade. Favored by the light, I am a capable warrior and a strategist. My aim is to eradicate undead completely from Lordaeron, to restore our nation to its proper glory.
I am Sally Whitemane. I am a priestess of the light and the High Inquisitor of the Scarlet Crusade. I will be helping Renaud with the management of the Crusaders' economy. I will also serve as his battle priest. I was forced to destroy my parents and siblings when they rose as mindless scourge minions. Ever since that day, I have found fulfillment and pleasure in only one thing: the cleanse and destruction of the undead.
Grand Crusader. Saidan Dathrohan was one of the first 5 paladins of the Knights of the Silver Hand. Following the scourging of Lordaeron and the murder of Uther the Lightbringer and King Tyrrhenus Menethil, Saidan and my father worked together to reform their ranks in their war against the Lich King. Soon after the Third War, Lord Maxwell Tyrosus joined my father's crusade against the undead. Maxwell accompanied his lord and comrades, Brigitte Bendis and Fairbanks, to the monastery, where he lay foundations of the Scarlet Spy Network. Grand Inquisitor Izillion is an archpriest. He is the spiritual heart of the Scarlet Crusade. Following the death of my father, he joined the ranks of the Order and organized my introduction ceremony as a paladin into the ranks of the Crusade. Herod the Scarlet Champion is not a paladin, but he is the warrior of the light. One of the best fighters in the history of our order, he is the captain of the heavy infantry regiment of the Crusade. You mostly see him on the front lines where he decimates enemy ranks with his gigantic axe. Let's look at the political situation we are in. By defeating the Dread Lord Balnazar, Sylvanas Windrunner and her undead rabble renamed themselves as the Forsaken and established their own nation in Lordaeron, claiming that they have right to occupy the area. This cannot be allowed. Our ultimate objective is to take back Lordaeron and wipe these unholy creatures off the face of the earth. However, we cannot attack Sylvanas right now since she joined the ranks of the Horde against the southern threat. It is wise for us to ask Lord Garithos to accept us into the Alliance. As our Order and Lord Garithos both value human supremacy, he will surely accept our request to join. We know that full-scale war between the Horde and the Alliance is not an optimal route for now. Therefore, we will focus our attacks on the Plaguelands to cleanse the land. Kaya Darrow is ruled by Jandice Barov. Soon, we will attack her base in Scholomance to smite her and her followers. But our first target will be ever-important city of Stratholme. Too long, Kel'Thuzad corrupted the once a beautiful city of the Kingdom of Lordaeron. All is not lost yet. We have allies in the east. Lord James Abendis and her daughter rules the Tyr's Hand. It is crucial for us to cleanse the eastern Plaguelands so we can join with him. Stratholme was the northernmost and second most populous city of the Kingdom of Lordaeron. It was here where the Order of the Silver Hand was founded. Today, Stratholme is the Scourge's capital in Lordaeron. The Mad Prince Arthas ravaged the city in the Third War. Once the scourging of Lordaeron had ended, after the Death Knight Arthas had been called back to Northrend, the Lich Kel'Thuzad became the leader of the undead in the city and positioned his floating fortress, the Necropolis Naxxramas, above the plagued forests near the ruined city. It is time to take back Stratholme to cleanse it and turn it into the proper human settlement once again. We have been spotted by the undead army, so I have retreated back to the high ground to prepare for the attack. I positioned my cannons at edge of the hill, while heavy infantry regiment under the command of Herod were placed below to keep the undead from reaching our priests and cannons.
As the heavy infantry pin down the undead, my priests will smite them from above by using their light magic.
To arms! For Lordaeron! Attack! Let me at 'em!
I will send my Griffin Riders as I lead my paladins to the battle to finish off the remaining enemy. The Lich has been destroyed by our priests. Victory is ours. City of Stratholme, one of the bastions of the light, is ours once again. As we entered the city, we see everlasting impact of extreme cruelty, even by our standards. I will order my paladins to start cleansing of the city and the surrounding settlements as soon as possible. I will use the city as the center of trade between humans and elves. We can increase our military budget through trade revenue by rebuilding the trade routes between Stratholme and Quel'Thalas. The Scholomance, also known as the School of Necromancy, is a vile academy for prospective necromancers of the Scourge, is located in the ruins of the palatial house of Baroth, on a rise overlooking the abandoned city of Caer Darrow. Jandice Baroth was once an archmage of Dalaran and a powerful illusionist, now ruled of the Scholomance after her father's spirit has been vanquished. Let's cleanse the academy to restore Caer Darrow once again. Our enemy have the numbers, but their troop quality is low. We will use our armor advantage to assault the walls with ladders and a battering ram. Our priest will heal the injured comrades as they scale the walls to destroy Academy's undead defenders.
Let me at 'em! Attack! For Lordaeron!
The gate is breached. I will send our heavily armored crusaders to push the undead back. Meanwhile, our priests and mages will be stationed at the towers that we have recently captured. At last, Jandice has sent her dead knights. They are the last line of defense. Let's quickly defeat them to capture the Vile Academy. Victory is ours. Scholomance has been captured. With this victory, we solidified our control over western Plaguelands, and we share border with undead-infested city of Andorhal, which will be our first target when we decide to attack Sylvanas. Let's send Grand Inquisitor Ysilian to cleanse the Scholomance. I will ask him to restore order and lead the Academy into the new bright future, where we train our mages and priests. I don't want any undead remnants in Caer Darrow. It is time to cleanse Eastern Plaguelands. A powerful lich who reported directly to the Lich King himself, Kirkeson the Zealous, was instrumental in the Scourge's success in countless battles. He is dangerously close to our Holy Ground Light's Hope Chapel, so we have to put him down. Defeating him will let us join with our comrades in the east, which will enable us to secure Eastern Plaguelands before the Amani trolls descend upon our realm. We will hold our ground against the undead minions while our paladins and griffin riders destroy the enemy's key units, such as abominations and leeches. We have both armor and number advantage, so it will be an easy battle. Blackwood is ours. Let's quickly resupply and rest before we march into the north to repel Amani trolls. We cannot allow those savages to ravage our lands. Here they come! Be brave, soldiers of Lordaeron!
Ready. Aim. Fire!
For Lordaeron!
If we can hold our ground long enough, Renaud will encircle the enemy army with his griffin riders. I will order our paladins to pin enemy bear riders down, so we can attack the enemy flanks uncontested.
We have defeated the Amani trolls and sent them back to their forest. And by capturing Blackwood, we have secured Light's Hope Chapel. Let's integrate Eastern orders to our realm. Lord Abendis and his daughter will play a key role in upcoming war with the Forsaken. Abendis was originally one of my father's commanders during the Second War. Abendis was serving at my father's side during the final battle at Blackrock Mountain. By the time of the Third War, a faction had started growing in the Knights of the Silver Hand, largely led by Abendis. This faction was intolerant of what they deemed as the lesser races. During the war itself, Abendis learned about the betrayal of Baron Rivendare from Thomas Thompson. He helped rally the remnants of the Silver Hand to try and retake Lordaeron from the Scourge, sealing an alliance with the human communities of Tyr's Hand, and ultimately founding the Scarlet Crusade. As we cleanse Plaguelands, Sylvanas Windrunner struggled to discipline her followers. It seems there was regime change in Lordaeron. The Royal Apothecary Society has forced Sylvanas to leave the Horde. Without the Horde, Sylvanas is vulnerable to outside invasion. However, she was able to double the size of her army in recent years, thanks to the cooperation with the Society. No matter though, we have joined with our allies, and we have the Knights of the Silver Hand. I will quickly capture Darrowshire to cleanse Plaguelands completely. Then, I will start to build up my army to attack Sylvanas to capture the throne of Lordaeron. It is time to end our first episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. See you on the next one. Goodbye.